everyone, it's Lou from Real Estate HQ. Let me provide you with how to read water meters, and this is a dual living property situated in Logan. So we are dealing with Logan City Council, where the rates and the water usage is on the same quarterly notice, and it isn't always the case. So you get different configurations in the water meters as such. So some configurations will have a separate mains, and then they'll have 2 sub meters inside your boundary. So if there's any water leaks in the mains on the council side, then council is responsible, but your water meters on the inside of your boundary does not get read. However, on this particular property, we have 2 separate meters, and these 2 meters will be read, but it will be inserted on the same rates notice for this particular owner, because this is a dual living, not a duplex. So 1 owner, 1 title, but 2 separate meters. Let me show you what to look for. So this is the dual living property from the front, and this is the water meter situated at the front left boundary. So you'll normally find the water meters situated at the front boundary on the council land, and you've got 2 meters. Now, it doesn't clearly identify which meters are which. However, the general rule is left meter for left unit, right meter for right unit. But don't take that as gospel, because we have seen in the past where they've mucked it up, and we then have to go through and make sure that we've documented everything clearly. All right, so a meter in this current day and age looks like this. You will see that 25V000494 number at the top, that is your meter ID. Okay, so that is what is going to be on your rates notice. Then you'll see that there are black numbers and then there are red numbers. Now the red numbers are litres and the black numbers are kilolitres. This is a brand new build. It's showing that there is 55 kilolitres of water that had been used during the construction period for the left property. And on this side, again, we have the meter ID number, but the black number states that it is 70. Completely disregard the red numbers, because the red numbers do not show up on anything. Now let's go through and identify possible problems. If there is a water leak inside the property, inside the boundary, then these meter numbers will click over and it will tick. The rate of water that is coming out of the system will directly correlate to how fast this meter goes. If there is a leak in the front of this area, which it does occasionally, so there will be leaks, you can actually turn off this main. So this is your mains, okay, so inside your meter to the main house. But out of the house, at the property itself, inside the boundary, just inside the gate, so there is one situated for unit 2 over on that side, and in here you will see that there is also another one. So that's your control valve to stop water from getting inside the property. So that's a really, really quick way of turning off the water from the main. But if there is a leak, then you need to identify where that leak is. Now the rule is, here is the boundary. Any leaks inside the property is the owner's responsibility, and you will be able to identify it by the movement of the meter. Any water leaks outside of the boundary is council requirements to rectify. If they need to turn off the water to the meter, then this is where you do it. But I like the idea of them having them up against the house, okay, because these meters, once the lid is popped on, it's not always the easiest to get out, okay, and that's what they look like. It's not that hard to work out, but this will give you an idea of one kind of the water meters that we use in property management in order to work out how much the tenants use. So at the start of the tenancy, we'll take these as evidence that this is the starting point, and when the rates notice comes in for the first lot of tenants, there will be an overlapping period, and so what we'll do is we will just prorata the initial water meter, and likewise we'll do it at the end of the tenancy as well. There you go. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a lovely day, everyone.